Hey, I'm Arm. Today I'll be recapping a fantasy harem anime, Omamori Himari. The male protagonist of this anime is a demon slayer who is feared by all demons. Coincidentally, these demons are beautiful girls. They try to keep themselves safe by seducing the male protagonist. For example, a cat demon samurai girl would always sneak into his room at night and acts coquettishly, while a naughty snake girl appears when he is bathing, making him very shy. Who will the male protagonist choose to become his harem? Like this video and let me reveal the mystery for you. Yuto is a seemingly ordinary teenager. He has a childhood friend, Rinko. One day, when Rinko enters Yuto's room to wake him up as usual, Yuto hugs her, which makes her face blush. Out of shyness, she blames Yuto. Rinko has always had a crush on Yuto. To spend more time with him, she goes to school with him every day. One day on their way to school, they encounter a sexy and beautiful girl who wants to approach Yuto and kiss him. Feeling jealous, Rinko pulls Yuto away. After arriving at the school, Rinko takes Yuto to the rooftop, asking him who the girl was just now, but Yuto doesn't know her at all. Meanwhile, Yuto's good friend, Taizo, is suddenly possessed by a demon and raids Yuto. Yuto dodges the first attack, but Taizo directly turns into a demon. At this time, the beautiful girl appears. She bravely fights against Taizo, drives the demon out of his body, succeeds in killing the demon and saving Yuto, and then leaves without any explanation. However, at night, while Yuto is sleeping, the beautiful girl suddenly comes to his bed. She tells Yuto that her name is Himari and she is his guardian. Soon after, Rinko comes to Yuto's room and is surprised to see Himari there. Himari then reveals to them that Yuto's family belongs to the 12 demon slayer families and that he too is a demon slayer. Previously, his identity was hidden by the amulet, but now the amulet has lost its power, and Yuto may be attacked by other demons. Luckily, his family had conquered the cat family Himari belongs to, which then vowed to guard his family for generations. And now Himari is responsible for protecting Yuto. Soon after, Himari transfers to Yuto's class. Seeing Himari keep approaching Yuto, Rinko feels very jealous, so she proposes to duel with Himari. And if she wins, Himari must leave Yuto. Confident in herself, Himari immediately accepts Rinko's challenge. They start with a running race, and Himari easily wins by a wide margin. They then compete in high jumping, fencing, and other sports. Himari all sweeps to victory since the strength and speed of the demons are much stronger than that of humans. Enraged, Rinko angrily accuses Himari of being a demon and having no right to invade human lives. Hearing this, Himari leaves alone. Yuto catches up with her and apologizes to Himari in place of Rinko. Actually, Himari doesn't care what Rinko said. The only thing she cares about is what Yuto thinks of her. Knowing that Himari is legitimately concerned about him, Yuto cares nothing about Himari's identity. After listening to Yuto's answer, Himari hugs him happily. The next day, Rinko wants to apologize to Himari for what she said yesterday. However, when she arrives at Yuto's room to tell him her decision, she sees Himari lying on his bed. A new battle for Yuto starts between the two girls. A few days later, Yuto and his friends meet to go to the beach together. Since Himari doesn't have a swimsuit, they first go shopping with Himari. Seeing Himari perfectly fit all the stylish swimsuits, Yuto is uncontrollably excited. He then wants to buy other clothes for Himari. Unexpectedly, Himari pulls him directly into the fitting room since she doesn't know how to put on the swimsuit. After Himari dresses up, Yuto is pleasantly surprised again, because Himari is very beautiful no matter what she wears. Yuto and his friends then happily arrive at the beach, but what they don't know is that another beautiful girl, Shizuku, is secretly observing them. Meanwhile, as a cat girl, Himari is very afraid of water. She can only hold an inflatable toy and float on the water. Seeing this, Yuto comes to Himari to take care of her. Just then, a wave washes them out into the sea, and someone drags them into a cave by the sea. The cave is Shizuku's home. As a snake girl in the form of a little girl, Shizuku has seen through Yuto's identity as a demon slayer and she thinks Yuto is here to kill her. Just as Shizuku is about to attack Yuto, Himari immediately stops her, but Shizuku's power is stronger at the seaside, while Himari's gets weaker adversely, so Shizuku easily imprisons her with water. To save Himari, Yuto exerts all his energies, regardless of his safety. Seeing this, Shizuku suddenly realizes that maybe Yuto is not here to kill her. As a kind demon, she then spares Yuto and Himari. After that, to Yuto's surprise, Shizuku also moves into his house, since she wants to check if Yuto will hurt any demons. Then Shizuku discovers that Yuto is indeed different from other demon slayers. Not only does he not want to hurt any demons, but he even cares about them. To repay his kindness and apologize for the previous attack on Yuto, Shizuku starts doing housework for him. Although Shizuku is a demon, she is very good at human housework, which makes Himari feels very lost since she can do nothing for Yuto but fight. Hearing that maids are very good at housework, Himari goes to work part-time at a maid cafe where she can learn how to do housework. Curious about how Himari works, Yuto and his friends go to the cafe together. Himari's colleague is a blonde maid who is very enthusiastic and can make delicious black tea. But Himari warns Yuto that the blonde is a demon and he must be careful while meeting her. Out of curiosity, Yuto can't help glancing at her. The maid has recognized Yuto as a demon slayer, and Yuto's glancing makes her more scared. So she decides to put some poison in Yuto's black tea, which will not harm the body, but just drives the drinker home. Even so, Himari cannot forgive the one who poisons Yuto, so she immediately draws her sword and fights against the maid. The maid is not good at fighting and is soon pierced by Himari. Surprisingly, she is not injured at all. Shizuku speculates that her real body is somewhere else, because some artifact spirits can turn into the form of humans while hiding their real bodies. Himari then discovers the maid's real body turns out to be a teacup. Just as she is about to break it, Yuto catches it in time and saves the maid. In his opinion, the maid is not an evildoer but just wants to work and live peacefully. Hearing this, the maid is touched. She apologizes to Yuto, saying that she should not have tried to drive Yuto away. Seeing that Yuto does not want to hurt the maid, Himari stops the fight, and Shizuku is more certain that Yuto is a kind demon slayer. The next day, when Yuto wakes up, he finds Himari lying on his bed again. What's more, Shizuku hides under his quilt too, being a witness again. Rinko is angry out of jealousy. She then asks Himari and Shizuku not to be so close to Yuto anymore, while Himari explains that she does this to protect Yuto. But Rinko's words also remind Himari that no matter how close to Yuto she is, she can't protect him at all times. Yuto must awaken the power as the demon slayer. So Himari decides to take Yuto back to his hometown to find a way to awaken his powers. Yuto lived with his grandparents as a child. Later, his parents took him to the city and sealed Yuto's powers. By this time, Yuto's grandparents had passed away, leaving some demons, who are friends of his family like Himari in his hometown, to look after the house. During the chat, Himari tells Yuto that they once lived together when they were children. Only then does Yuto remember that he had a kitten when he was a child, and he played with the kitten every day. It turned out that the kitten was Himari. As soon as Yuto remembers this, Himari hugs him very excitedly. Just then, another demon suddenly attacks Yuto. She and some of the demons have been trying to attack the Demon Slayer family, and finally got the chance. Himari steps forward to fight against her. Meanwhile, another group of demons is attacking Yuto's house, and Shizuku as well as the demons leading in Yuto's hometown is fighting to protect the house. Without any power, Yuto can only escape. However, concerning Himari, he returns to the battleground. Just as Himari is about to be killed by the demon, Yuto blocks the deadly attack and saves her from the fatal blow. Seeing Yuto gets injured, Himari fries into fury and goes ballistic. The mad Himari defeats the enemy in an instant and intends to kill her. At this time, Yuto picks up a wooden stick and stops Himari from doing so. In this emergency, Yuto's power awakens. There are 12 Demon Slayer families, and each family has different abilities. The ability of Yuto's family is to strengthen weapons. Therefore, when Yuto awakens his power while trying to save the demon who wants to kill him, he could block Himari's sword with a wooden stick. But after that, Yuto can't use his power again. Shizuku tries to teach Yuto to control his power, but when Yuto is not in danger, he completely loses his power. Soon after, Yuto and Himari must return to school to continue their classes. They spend a short period of peaceful life until the coming of a mysterious beautiful girl named Keisu. Keisu is also a demon slayer, who comes from the 12 families. Since her family is the weakest among the 12, she vows to marry Yuto to make her family stronger. Therefore, she claims to be Yuto's wife-to-be. Keisu hates demons so much that she fights Himari as soon as they meet. During the fight, she even finds an opportunity to kiss Yuto, but after the kiss, she stops fighting and leaves. Soon, Keisu discovers that Yuto and Himari are close and believes that Himari is her biggest competitor. Additionally, Himari is a demon. Therefore, Keisu has been looking for a chance to kill Himari. Although knowing that Himari is Yuto's guardian, Keisu still believes that demons are cruel by nature. So she meets with Himari alone, and they fight again. This time, Keisu loads a special bullet in her pistol which can put demons into a rage. Once Himari loses control, she can kill Himari on the grounds of fighting back. As soon as hit by the bullet, Himari indeed falls into a rage. But what is out of the plan is that Himari, who goes ballistic, is so much stronger that she can kill Keisu easily. Luckily, she remains some senses when she thinks of Yuto. She knows Yuto wouldn't want her to kill, so she controls herself and runs away, which surprises Keisu. That night, Yuto finds Himari injured and unconscious in his room. After a while, Himari wakes up with a grumpy temper because of Keisu's residual magic. Although she has a secret remedy that can expel the magic, it contains catnip, which will make her lose her sanity and probably act violently. To keep herself from startling Yuto, Himari asks him to leave the room. However, Yuto refuses to leave as he worries about her injury. As a result, after having the remedy, she has intimate contact with him all night. The next day, Himari returns to normal. To thank Yuto for his company, Himari kisses him affectionately. Hoping to change Keisu's mind about marrying him and fearing that she will fight against Himari again, Yuto goes to Keisu's house and tells her that although he is a demon slayer, he does not hate demons, let alone kill them. Their personalities are diametrically different. Therefore, he can't walk the same path as her. Hearing this, Keisu becomes angry and wants to attack Yuto. At this critical moment, Yuto's power awakens again, and he instantly knocks Keisu out the window, thinking that Keisu will fall to death from the high-rise. Yuto feels very sad and regretful. Fortunately, Keisu has strong magical powers, and she can quickly fly back to the room, explaining that the reason she attacks Yuto was not for killing him, but for awakening his power. Then Himari comes here. This time Keisu respects Yuto's ideas, and she finally chooses to reconcile with Himari. Soon after, Yuto is back to school. One day in art class, Himari offers to be Yuto's model, followed by taking off her clothes. Seeing this, a competitive Rinko also tries to take her clothes off, which embarrasses Yuto, and he decides to go into the forest for sketching alone. However, he is caught by another demon who wants to have intimate contact with him because she enhances magic by absorbing men's body fluids. As the demon is about to suck his body fluids out, she is stopped by Himari and Shizuku. She quickly explains that she just needs some body fluids to improve her power and doesn't intend to hurt Yuto. As for the reason why she is in a hurry to get strengthened, it turns out that there are two powerful demons preying on other demons recently. Hearing this, Yuto suggests that the demons around unite to fend off the two demons together. Soon after, Yuto is found by the two demons. They are Tamamono Mei and Shuten Duji, the most powerful demons in Japan. Though they easily defeat Himari, they don't eat her. It turns out that they find Himari not at her strongest state, which means they can't gain enough magic power from eating her. That is also to say, they are waiting for her to become strong enough to come back to her and Yuto. To fight against Tamamono Mei and Shuten Duji, Yuto must learn to control his powers, and all his partners gather together to help him. Yuto has awakened his powers in times of danger, so they speculate that exciting Yuto might help. In addition to danger, desire can also excite a man, so they put on various clothes to seduce Yuto, trying to make him excited. Of course, this method does not take effect. Even so, Yuto is willing to fight against Tamamono Mei and Shuten Duji. Although it will be very dangerous, Yuto believes that he will make a difference. At night, Himari secretly leaves the house, fearing that Yuto would be injured or even killed in battle. She chooses to fight Tamamono Mei and Shuten Duji alone, but actually, Yuto has seen through her plan. He stops Himari halfway through, not leaving her alone in the battle. Subsequently, all their friends gather to assist, which touches Himari a lot. Soon after, an area of the city is covered in magic. No one can get in, except Yuto and his friends. It's going to become a battlefield. Tamamono Mei suddenly appears in front of them. The three strongest, Himari, Shizuku, and Keisu rush to fight against Tamamono Mei, but are easily defeated, while the others can only guarantee self-preservation and have no chance to attack. After defeating Himari, Tamamono Mei still believes that Himari is not at her best. To stimulate Himari's potential, she continues attacking Himari's friends. To protect his friends, Yuto attacks Tamamono Mei with the wooden stick, only to be knocked out. Seeing this, Himari is furious and Tamamono Mei discovers that attacking Yuto will make Himari stronger, so she catches Yuto directly. Himari then becomes angry and goes ballistic, but Yuto's reminder brings Himari to her senses again. Missing the opportunity, Tamamono Mei has to release Yuto and decides to eat Himari some other day. After the battle, aware of their weakness, everyone feels very disappointed. They go to Yuto's hometown and consult the books there, hoping to find a way for Yuto to control his power. During this time, Himari is very worried about her state. As a cat spirit samurai girl, she is originally a very fierce demon. Although Himari can suppress her nature, if she continues to fight, she may lose control and be in a state of madness forever. Also seemingly to realize this, Tamamono Mei and Shuten Duji attack Himari again. They claim that after Himari is defeated, they will kill Yuto. Their words and the battle make Himari completely out of control, and she goes ballistic again. Himari rushes toward Tamamono Mei and fights against her. The battle is so intense that the vibrations are felt nearby. Discovering that Himari is missing, Yuto and his friends immediately realize that Himari is fighting against demons. Himari fights like an agile warrior, while Tamamono Mei is like a mage, and they are evenly matched. It is the first time Himari encounters such a formidable opponent and finally brings out her full strength. At this time, Yuto and his party also come to help Himari, but Shuten Duji stops them. Meanwhile, Tamamono Mei, eating some of Himari's magic, has transformed into the fox spirit, as she considers herself to be unbeatable now. Himari, who sees Yuto, has greatly enhanced her fighting spirit, unleashing the power beyond her limits and defeating Tamamono Mei. To celebrate the victory in the battle, Yuto steps forward to hug Himari, but losing her mind, Himari doesn't recognize Yuto and even tries to attack him. As the crazy Himari becomes a more formidable enemy than Tamamono Mei, Yuto and the rest of his party are quickly defeated by her. As the master of Himari, Yuto knows that he must bring Himari to her senses, but he can't bear to attack Himari and just hugs her tightly. Luckily, Yuto's hug worked, successfully bringing Himari to her senses. As Himari calms down, Shuten Duji, who hates the Demon Slayer very much, immediately takes the opportunity to join the battle. Unexpectedly, Yuto awakens his powers again, strengthening Himari's weapon, which allows her to be stronger than ever. With enhanced weapon, Himari successfully kills Shuten Duji and wins the final victory. After then, Yuto's power fails again, but he no longer needs it. Yuto will live happily with his harems forever. This is the end of Omamori Himari. Although Yuto fails to control his power well in the end, he has gained much stronger power than enhancing weapons. That is, his kindness and bravery. As a demon slayer, Yuto treats demons and humans equally, and that is the reason why many beautiful demon girls will join his harem. A gentle, brave man who will become strong at every critical moment, is always full of charm. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will bring you more fascinating anime in the future. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!